Hi, all. This is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. We're waiting for the start of my C++ class, and as they file in, we'll get started. So I'll be back in a little bit. I'm going to actually send out an email reminding everybody that we're beginning. There we go. Jian Key is here. Good morning. Good morning, Abdullah. Let me see who has sent me in some of the homeworks. I gave really two homeworks for today, right? Document the second program and do a different algorithm for the sort. Let's see what Dante came up with. All right. Let's see how he did it. He did it with a for loop. One wasn't thrilled about for loops. Wanted it done with a while loop. But we'll take a look at it anyway. Using arrays, no less. Too advanced. Too advanced. Dante is, I think he's ready, should be in the next C++ class. All right. So he's jumping the gun. Let's see what Abdullah has. You also did it with an array. I didn't want arrays. All right, go back. Let's see what Randy has. I don't think he's got a solution. Huh. Okay, so Dante and Abdallah did it using arrays and a for loop. It's way too advanced. I wanted to sort three numbers, and similar to the way I did it, read the three numbers in and print them out in order. I did it using kind of a sophisticated logic. Could be done much simpler. So I was looking for simpler solutions to that problem. Inga, did you do it yet? Good morning. Did you do the sort three? Sort three should be done differently. Let's see if I can find it in my documents. Good morning, Sabin. I would like somebody to join me. You didn't do it yet? Somebody join me on camera, please. All right. I want to type in the search for sort three. Sort three. SORT. Sort three. Sort 31. No, I don't want it in the web. No. No. So I see there's plenty of solutions on the web involving arrays. That's probably where you guys got it from. But I don't want to use arrays, not yet. Okay, so we'll just do it from scratch. I reckon. There's a lot of ways to do it in addition to the way that I did it. So we don't want an array. So let's get rid of the array. We don't want a for loop. We don't want that. We do want to get the input. So we'll leave that. Please enter three numbers. But I'm not storing it in an array. I'm going to store it in num1, num2, num3. So let's put that down. Instead of array 3, I'm going to say int n1, n2, n3. Okay. Now, let's see the best way to do it. We don't need any of this. There's so many ways to do it. You could do it with a complex if statement. It might be the simplest logic. Let's try it that way. So Cn and 1, not with a for loop. Just get them in there. Cn and 1 and 2 and 3. Please enter 3 numbers separated by space. And all of this comes out, no for loop. The numbers in ascending sequence are going to be N1, N2, N3. See out. N1 followed by blank, followed by N2, followed by blank, space I should say, followed by N3 and N1. I need a system pause. Okay, so the logic is not there yet, right? So what I'm going to get is the numbers echoed back to me the way I put them in. But I need a system pause. You do not need return 0, but it's okay to put it. Let's just see what we get now. Compile. Maybe I should save this first. File. I'll save it in the Saturday class. Saturday class of my documents. Okay. I'm just going to call it sort 3. Sort 3. Maybe sort 3A, because I might have different versions of it. Okay, let's see if it compiles cleanly. Looks like it. Let's try running it. It's going to take a minute or two. Oh, I'm not in share screen, I bet you. Bet you I've been doing all this for nothing. And nobody could tell me because nobody's got a microphone. Okay, I want somebody on with me so that if I make a mistake like forgetting to share screen, I could be told. So I need somebody on with me. Somebody come on with me. I got to give you the link, I guess. All right, let me share screen first. I wrote a little program. I started to write a little program. You see, that's why I need somebody on with me. I need feedback. What's going on? Otherwise, I'm basically talking to myself, or I feel like I am. The second half, I'm going to try setting up a Zoom session because I'm tired of not hearing your voices and seeing you. So that way, nobody can hide. I'm going to see how that goes for the second half of the class. I was reluctant to because I like the idea of rendering it directly to to YouTube. Okay, so what happened to my share screen? I clicked it. Share screen. Now you'll be able to see better. Before I do that, let me Control-C the URL so you can join me. You can almost all join me. There's hardly anybody here this morning. So come on down, so to speak. Join me on camera. Dr. J likes company. I like company. I don't like to talk to myself. I don't like to do a monologue. Inga, you join me. You're good at chatting. You're a good chatter. Jose, have you been on with me? Come on camera. Don't be shy. All right. If you're shy, you can still come on. Just stop the video. Just talk to me. So all I really need is voice. All right, so let's go back to show you what I did. You heard me talking, but you didn't see what I was doing. So it's easy enough. I didn't do that much. Got to minimize the screen. Okay, it says ordering three numbers program, please enter three numbers separated by space. C in N1, N2, N3, C out N and see out numbers in ascending sequence are and what they are. Okay, let's see if it works. I'm going to put in to the dialog box three numbers: 8, 5, and 7. It should come out 5, 7, 8, right? I wrote 5, 8, 7. I wrote 8, 5, 7. It should come out 5, 7, 8. All right, let's hit enter. Comes out. Oh no, I didn't sort it yet. It's just echoing 8, 5, 7. That's fine. So I'm not going to put this in Notepad because it's not a done product. So this is without any logic. It's just inputting and outputting, inputting and outputting. What Dante had sent me is something probably off the web that he got, some kind of sorting algorithm involving arrays. I did not want that, too sophisticated. And what I did in the video was more like it, but I wanted something even simpler. So let's do it, the logic part right in here. Logic. Solve using complex if. So a complex if is if conditions connected with ands, ors, things like not exclusive or, things like that. So we're going to do an if statement. If N1 is, let's see, there's, how many different ways are there of sorting three numbers, arranging three numbers? Well, I guess there's 6. Three numbers can be arranged 6 different ways. So we need 6 if statements or 6 compound ifs. So if N1 is smaller than or equal, if we do it this way, N2 is smaller than or equal N3, in that case, it's already in order. There's another possibility, or, where's my or? Double parallel lines at the or, and no, that's actually okay. Just leave it like that. I mean, I can't write the compound if this way. I have to write it this way with an and. It would be nice if it let me, but C++ is not so nice sometimes. So if N1 less than or equal N2 and N1 less than or equal, and N2 less than or equal N3, sorry. And N2 less than or equal N3. That means they're already in order. So then you would see out N1, N2, N3. That's correct. Cutting and pasting this, putting it earlier. Control X. Control B. So if N1, see out N1, N2, N3, that's correct. All right, so now we do, we actually probably need another set of parentheses around the whole thing. So let's put that in. There are other ways to do this, but this will require 6 simple ifs, 6 complex ifs, compound ifs. Let me fix it, not complex. Yeah, compound, because there's only one and. So let's call it compound. Better word is compound. All right, so solve using compound if statements. How many? I said there would be 6, right? 6. So if this is the case, see out N1, N2, N3. Okay, the next if, there's 6 of these, so I'll make a little room. And if indentation, I would indent like that. And now let's cut and paste this. Control C, Control V. What's another possibility? N1 might be smaller than or equal to N3, and N3 smaller than or equal to N2. In that case, we don't write out N1, N2, N3. We write out N1, N3, N2. And then there are 4 more to do. So I'm going to send you this, and I want you to fill in the other 4 statements and print out the results. So let me Control A. Select all. This is classwork. You ought to complete this program by writing 4 more simple if statements. All right, classwork. So I have to get into the inbox, my writer email. So classwork. Saturday class. Complete classwork. Write 4 more, complete the program. There's 4 more ifs. What happened? I only copied 1 line. It's not what I meant to do. Gotta go back. Control C, shouldn't I copy the whole thing? Control A, Control C. Looks like it should copy the whole thing to me. Control V. There you go. Jose, I want to see you on with me when I get back. It's classwork now, so finish this up. It should take 15 minutes. It's 11:03. 11:20, we go over it. Every one of you has to send me whatever you've gotten. If you couldn't finish it, you show me what you could do. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you. I expect 6 emails within 15 minutes. That's reasonable. Shouldn't take long. Cut and paste it right into Dev C or Xcode or whatever you're using, Eclipse, doesn't matter. The code will work. So I expect it in 15 minutes in my email. I'm going to be looking on my phone, and if you have any chat questions, enter it and I'll answer. If you have any questions before I walk away, that's even better. Ask now if you have a question. When I get back, we also take attendance. I'm waiting to see if more than 6 people will show. Actually, all of you showed yesterday, so I don't really need to do attendance, right? Okay. So I want to see 6 good attempts. Question? Jan K. Do you have a question? If not, just say hi or give me a thumbs up. Abdullah, do you have a question? If not, say hi or give me a thumbs up. Hi, Jan K. Inga, do you have a question? If not, give me a thumbs up or say hi. Sabin, same for you. Give me a thumbs up or say hi if you don't have a question. I'm getting thumbs up from Janki, Inga, Abdella, Sabin, and all that's left is Jose and somebody else, I don't know. Jose, give me a thumbs up, or you said hi. Okay, so everybody knows what to do. Then I expect you to do it. Okay, very good. 15 minutes. I think it's fairly straightforward. So even though I'm leaving, I'm watching YouTube live on my phone. So if you have a chat message, no problem. Did I give you, I gave you the link to come on. If somebody wants to come on, that's even better. I gave you the link, right? Let me just make sure I gave you the link. I'll give it again. The reason I'm thinking of doing Zoom is because that way I can see all of you and you can all talk. It's just a way of forcing better participation, I guess. The whole world seems to be using Zoom these days. There it is at the bottom. What can I eat? Barbara. Barbara. Okay, Jan Key sent me a correct solution. I'm waiting on others. Jose just sent me. Let me take a look. I think you've got it. Okay. And so I have 2 down and 4 to go. I'm waiting on Sabin, Abdullah, Inga, and is that it? We only have 5? I thought we had 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we have 5. So I'm waiting on 3 more people, Inga, Abdullah, and Sabin. Yes. Not going to wait too much longer. So send me what you got. So the excellence, the classwork today are going to Jose and Jan Key. Anybody else have it? All right, let me download. Let me see what you did. Refresh. Okay, look at Jan Key's first. I could just cut and paste into mine. Maybe that's the easiest way. So we left off right here, right? I'll just cut and paste. Control C. That should do it. And Control V, right? Whoops. All right, let me just look at it again. This takes care of the N1s, this takes care of the N2s coming out first. This takes care of the N3s coming out first. Perfect. All right, let's compile and run. Maybe I should save it first. Compile. Done with 0 errors. And run. Oh, the safety thing. AVG, you're being too protective. AVG is too protective. So let's put in 857. 857. Let's see how it comes out. It didn't print anything. Numbers in ascending sequence are. Let's see why it didn't print anything. What did I put in? 857, so N1 is 8. N2 is 5 and 7. That's weird. 8, 5, 7. So N2 is the smallest. N2, it should have printed something. Very peculiar. C in N1, N2, N3. Printed nothing. The only way it could print nothing is if none of the conditions were satisfied, but 8, 5, 7, 8 is N1, and N1 is the biggest. So that's this case here. N1 is the biggest. There should be two cases when N1 is the biggest, I think. 8, 5, 7. N1 is the biggest, N2 is the smallest. If N2 less than or equal to N3, yes, that's true. And N3, oh, here's the error. N2 less than or equal to N3 and N3 less than or equal to N2? No, that's not right. N2 less than or equal to N3 and N3 less than or equal to N1. That's probably the error. All right, let's see if that's true. Try it again. File. It looked good to me, Jan Key. It was just a typo on your part. Without running it, there's no way I would have caught it. The logic error. It doesn't take away from the goodness of your code. It was very good code, just one little boo-boo. Still not working? 8, 5, 7. Numbers in ascending sequence are, I don't know, separated by space. 8, 5, 7. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to echo it after I read it in, make sure I've read it in correctly. I'm sure it did. Control C. Control V. I shouldn't put it there. I should put it as soon as I read it in. Right after I read it in. Echo it out. Doing this just to debug the program. File, save. Compiling, done. Run. My friend AVG. AVG, what's with you? 857. It echoed out 857. And this time it worked. Printed it out 578. I don't know why it didn't work last time, or maybe it did and I just didn't see it because it's so small. So let me make this bigger and put it on Notepad. That's a good idea, right? Because it's hard for me to even see it. Select all. Whoops. Blinked off. Control C. And now let me get into Notepad and I'll save it and call it Sunday class. Okay, so let's see. I need documents. What's this? All right, so I'll just give this a new name. Save as Sunday 4/8/4/19 419. That's better. And all of this I don't really need. Control A, and then just exit out. And now what I want is the other code. I hope it's still in memory. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Save it again. Any questions on this? There should be, because we didn't test every case. We should really test another case, just to be sure. So after you run a program, you should run it with testing every possible case. We're not going to test every possible case, but we will test a few. Where is the that? I gotta X that out. All right, so let's see if this will work. Compile and run. I could have just run actually. Come on. That's annoying, AVG. All right, so we did 857. Why don't we do 875? Reverse order, right? Prints out 578. That's perfect. Try another one. I wonder if I can convince AVG not to do this every time I run this. There's probably a way, if I just don't know how offhand. All right, so let's test one more case, and then we're done testing. Testing is an important part of programming, so we should test. Should really test all 6 possible cases. What if they're already in order? 5, 4, 7, 9. They should stay in order. Yep, 4, 7, 9. We tested half the cases. That's enough. Now, what I want you to do is shorten this program to use compounding, complexes rather. So For example, if n1 is smaller than or equal to n2, and n2 less than or equal to n3, or what's the other way n1 could be the smallest? This way. So let me put this condition right in there with it. Come on. Control C. Control V. And let's add another right paren and left paren. Because we're making another condition out of two existing conditions. What happened? Didn't print out. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, so, no, it didn't. We need 3 left parens now. How can I get it in there? I'm hitting the control, that's why. And a right paren to match. In this case, I want to print out cout n1, and that's followed by a space and no endlin. So let's just go up to here. Just like that. So now we know n1 is the smallest because of this condition being satisfied. These are the only ways n1 could be the smallest. Well, if n1 is the smallest, how do we know what's second smallest, n2 or n3? Well, we need to compare n2 to n3 to determine it. So if n2 well, this is all part of the same if statement, though. So I should indent. 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 An if within an if. Also, let me put a squiggly because there's multiple lines in the true path. So we need a right, left squiggly. Left squiggly, where are you? Up there, okay. So we know cout is the smallest, but we don't know what's second smallest. So let's check it out. If n2 less than or equal to n3, it's the second smallest. So get rid of that. If it's the second smallest, the next cout should be n2. Followed by n3. Otherwise, it should be, we have too many variables. Let me fix that. Okay, so that looks good. Otherwise, meaning an else, it's the other way around. Let me indent this. I'll use the tab. And I'll use an else. The else goes under the if. So the other cout is n3 followed by n2. Obviously, right? Control C. Control V. Okay, so we have this compound condition that determines N1 is the smallest. In that case, we're using an if-else to determine which is second smallest, N2 or N3. But we need three more statements just like this. So the next statement would be to determine if N2 is the smallest, which this is correct, but you need an OR for the second part of it. So, or we also need triple brackets, parentheses, and we need another statement just like this. Control C, Control V. However, we have to change this to N3 and the other one to N1. So this becomes N3, and this becomes N1. And the rest of it, I'm going to let you fix right now. So the rest of it being down here, the rest of that. So anyway, let me just make sure this is good. Missing a right paren. Right paren. And now that looks okay. Three right parens. And the condition is N2 less than equal to N3 and N1 and N2. N2 wasn't quite right. N2 less than or equal to N3 and no. What is happening here? That's not what I meant at all. My logic is too complex and wrong. What I meant is just this. Get rid of this or. I'm combining 5 different ways, and that's not working. This is correct. I made it too complex. If N1 less than or equal to N2 and N2 less than or equal to N3, oh no, it was right, because it could also be N3. If N1 less than, no, it's wrong. And N1 less than or equal to N3. N1 less than or equal to N3. Now it's better. So N1 is the smallest. If N1 is the smallest, we only have to check for which is one in the middle. And we do. It's only N2 and N3 left. So that works. So this one is the same situation. Let me get rid of this part. I was thinking of yet another way to do it. That's why I messed it up a little bit. But you know, when you review your logic, you catch these things. So that's why we have to review, desk check before we let the computer do it. Okay, so N2 is got to be less than both of them. In that case, N2 is the smallest. See out N2. No. Just see out N2. And that's enough. All right, so it's right up until there. I'm going to get rid of the rest of it. All right. Okay, so we checked for N1. This logic is complete for N1. I do need another right squiggly to end the if. Another right squiggly to end the if. Right squiggly. Okay, so that takes care of the first if. Now we're working on the second if. So we need another left squiggly here. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have an if-else statement, just like we did before, to finish this one up. Control C. Thank goodness for cutting and pasting, right? Otherwise, too much typing. Control V. Now I got to check N1. Is it less than or equal to N3, not N2? And if it is, we write out N1 next. N2 is the smallest. Okay. And what I just say, N1 comes next. And then N3. Otherwise, N3 followed by N1. N3 followed by N1. Okay, so that looks good. So we checked for N1 being the smallest and N2 being the smallest. We have to check if N3 is the smallest and use similar code. And I'm going to send this to you. You finish it. Control A, Control C. This is classwork for you to finish this. In order for you to finish it, I guess I have to send it to you. In order to send it to you, I guess I have to copy it. Did I copy it? Maybe I did. Let's see if I did. All right. To Saturday class. We're doing a lot of complicated logic today with the if statement. Classwork, finish. program. Okay, while you're finishing, okay, so Jose got it to work, Jian got it to work, Abdullah got it to work, Inga got it to work. The only one I'm missing is Mahajan. But finish this code, the different way that I'm doing it. I just sent you an email. And while you're finishing it, I'm going to finish it as well. I'm going back into Dev C, but you can't see because I'm not sharing the screen. Okay, my apologies. I had a small error in logic. Actually a typo, but whatever. Keep working. I only got one solution so far. Fix the typo. Oh. Okay, did you guys all get it to work now? Let me take a look at the email. Didn't help that I sent you wrong code. Jan K. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, that's great. Wonderful. So homework for next week, let me think. First of all, maybe I'll send you the solution that I wrote. Or Jan Keys, it looks good. I'll just forward that one. Very nice. Okay, so homework for next week. Let's see, okay. Modify this program to keep going until the user types in 000. So using a while loop. So let me put that homework in. Modify Jan Keys program. Or maybe I'll just throw my code in. Control A, Control C. Homework. To Saturday class. Okay, so I gave you a tough assignment. Any questions before we go? Good work today, gang. I think you did good today. I would like, the next meeting I'm going to schedule using Zoom because I'm not getting people to talk to and it's bothering me. If you volunteer, then I wouldn't have to do that, but I'm going to switch to Zoom. Okay? See you all next week. Say thumbs up if you have no further questions. I want thumbs up, otherwise ask the question before I end. Thumbs up or okay? Okay or thumbs up? I'm not ending otherwise. I want to see 5 okays or a question. I got an okay. I got to see you. 3 more. I got an okay from Leo. There's 2 more. Inga gave me an okay. I guess we're good. Abdullah gave me an okay. All right. Until next week. Hasta la próxima semana.